All right, so you'll remember recently the cities of Tshwane and Johannesburg chasing up electricity defaulters, but Eskom also hunting down those who don't pay in other areas. The power utility says the failure by municipalities to settle their electricity bills puts a real strain on their ability to balance their books and keep the lights on. The power utility is now naming and shaming defaulters. It says Ekurhuleni has failed to honour an agreement to pay. The debt has been increasing. It currently stands at 544 million rand. That's over R544 billion. eNCA reporter Pule Letshwiti-Jones was in Ekurhuleni today. He joins us now. Now, Pule, we know that the cities of Tshwane and Joburg were chasing up electricity defaulters. But just explain the relationship between Eskom and the city of Ekurhuleni and why Eskom is going directly to the city on this issue.
Well, yes, definitely. The Tshwane Yatima operation has helped the city of Tshwane to actually stabilize its finances. But while that's the case, now it seems like the city of Ekurhuleni has found itself in hot water, Sally, and we understand that they're owing an outstanding 544 million. They've already made a payment of about 530 million from the 1.075 billion rand amount which they owed. And the Eskom utility power is saying that they failed to honor their contractual agreement, which says that within 15 days of an invoice that's been sent to the city of Ekurhuleni, they're supposed to be making payment. But Eskom is of the view that that hasn't been the case, and they are quite concerned about this non-payment culture that's coming from some of these cities and, of course, municipalities. Ekurhuleni seems like it's not the only culprit within Gauteng. We've also heard of Rand West and, of course, Mfuleni as well, which has defaulted in making payment. But we spoke to the MMC for Finance earlier on, who said that they were making progress in terms of ensuring that they can pay this outstanding debt. And they said that the COVID-19 pandemic had a serious knock-on effect on their reserves, which were then depleted, and therefore they had to get themselves into this contractual agreement. And they have said and honoured to say they will be making the payment tomorrow of the outstanding 544 million. This is what the MMC for Finance had to say in Ekurhuleni.
We have a monthly account of around 1 billion rand with Eskom. Part of that account was paid on the 18th of the month, which was half the account. The balance of the account, we pay 30 days from date of invoice. And so we were paying them on the 2nd of March, which is tomorrow, as per our normal standards. Now, there's a misunderstanding that's arisen, because they've interpreted 30 days to be the end of a calendar month. We've interpreted 30 days to be 30 days from date of invoice. So it's a difference of maybe 2 days that they are disputing, and the fact that they have been insisting on payment in 15 days, which is not the requirement of the MFMA. MFMA only requires us to pay 30 days. And yes, we used to pay 15 days up until 2020 when COVID hit and our reserves were depleted. We are still paying Eskom from our reserves because we get paid for the electricity supplied after we have paid Eskom in many cases. So, that is the problem. If they'd engaged with our accounts department as they should have, they would have got the answers and they would have been paid on time.
All right, so the city is suggesting that this was a misunderstanding around dates of invoicing and that Eskom's being a little bit unreasonable. What is Eskom saying?
Well, Eskom says it was quite clear. In fact, they say they have evidence that there was a contractual agreement to say within a period of 15 days after the invoice has been issued, you're supposed to adhere to the obligation and make sure you make payment. But they're saying for the past couple of months, since April 2021, the city has been defaulting and not honouring the agreement. And therefore, guess what, Sally? They've slapped them with a penalty fee of about 86 million. Yeah. And that's how much they've incurred to date from April. And Eskom is of the view that this should send a strong message to some of the municipalities that are actually not honouring the agreement. And we spoke to one of the officials at Eskom here in Gauteng today, who gave us an overview of the reasons as to why they actually instituted this fee.
So Based on the fact that since or year to date from April 2021 till today, we've charged them 86 million because every month they are paying us late, either 15 days late, half on the due date and half obviously within the 15 days, and we charge penalties on daily basis for the amount that is outstanding. So I don't understand why they are saying that, because obviously it's written, it's there. I can show you the contract that we have signed.
All right, so Eskom seems to be saying it's quite clear. City of Ekurhuleni saying no, there was a misunderstanding. Either way, it sounds like they've got to pay that extra on top of quite a hefty amount. Thank you so much for that update. eNCA reporter Pule Letshwiti-Jones.